Lecture 27 in Unit 3 measures of vulnerable road users. Speed reductions measures we are going to see today. So the most desirable speed reduction shall be by enforcement system using radar speed gun for violations of posted speed limit at the work zones. So the speed limits mainly insisted for the safety of the pedestrian and cyclist movement. So these radar speed guns are usually used to find out the spot speed of the vehicle at a particular spot. These radar speed guns are devices that use Doppler radar technologies. So a Doppler radar is a specialized radar that uses the Doppler effect to produce velocity data about the objects at a distance. The Doppler effect is nothing but is the change in frequency or in wavelength of a wave in relation to an observer moving relative to the source of the wave. That means from the radar speed gun, a particular wavelength, the waves are emitted that goes and hit the vehicle which is moving at certain speed and comes with a different frequency. So based on the frequency change or the wavelength change, it automatically calculate what is the speed of that particular object. When the source of waves like sound or light moves closer to an observer, the frequency increases, resulting in a higher pitch of sound or shift towards the blue end of the light spectrum. Conversely, as the source move away, the frequency decreases, leading to a lower pitch of road shift in light. That means when the object is moving towards the source, that is source here is source is the radar gun which is emitting the wave. When it is moving towards the radar gun, the pitch or the wavelength may increase. Okay, so it predict very accurately. So you can shoot the gun towards the vehicle, or after pausing you can shoot. But better you can shoot the vehicle when it is approaching towards the radar gun at certain angle. So then it will predict exactly what is the speed. So based on this speed data, so what is the speed the vehicle which are going, we can able to understand. From that we can enforce the speed limits at the work zone area. In urban roads or highways passing through urban areas, physical measures like speed breakers or raised rumble strips markings may also be adapted. So these things also will help in give a alert to the driver that. But only thing is for speed breakers, proper signboards need to be used. So these speed breakers, rumble strips, all comes under one common term called traffic calming. So for designing of traffic calming measures in urban and rural areas, IRC code IRC 99/2018 is usually used. So IRC 99/1988 was entitled, the title of that code book is Tentative Guidelines on the Provision of Speed Breakers for Control of Vehicle Speeds in Minor Roads. So this document, this is old previous document. So this document has been reviewed and revised. The revised document is renamed as IRC 99/2018. The title of the document is Guidelines for Traffic Calming Measures in Urban and Rural Areas. At certain locations like approaches to sharp curves, congestion, accident-prone locations, residential streets, at work zones, this type of code books need to be used. So accordingly, the speed calming, the traffic calming measures can be applied. So it is very become necessary part of a traffic management plan nowadays. So traffic calming techniques have emerged primarily as a societal requirement for safety of the road users. So this focus here is the vulnerable road users. So it is widely accepted that difference and variation in speed, direction and mass of or weight of the vehicle are some of the key determinants of the severity of road accidents. So especially the speed. So many studies indicated that over the past 20 years in Europe became much safer with the criteria of 30 km per hour in the work zone area reduces specific reduction in the number of accidents, severity of accidents. So, several such experiences from around the world have established that the use of traffic calming techniques to influence road design significantly reduces accidents, pollution, and makes a neighborhood more livable. So, however, the case in India is quite different given the heterogeneity, the multiple modes we are using on roads. So, the velocity of different vehicles are varies from different, and based on the road condition, the urban road or national highway or state highway, the operating characteristics are widely different. So in that case, the vehicles are varying from tractor, from animal cart, all sharing the common carriageway. So which the highway passing through the villages and towns are also shared with the local traffic, resulting in wide variation in direction, speed, and vehicle mass. Given the context of socioeconomic condition across the country, it is difficult to restrict access of non-motorized vehicle to highway. So it is very difficult. We cannot restrict such vehicles. So the traffic calming techniques to be adapted to the Indian under the Indian context to achieve the goals of managing efficient traffic flow at workplaces. So such installation of speed breakers must be with adequate warning signs on approaches, and proper lighting facility should be there for clear visibility of the speed breaker need to be ensured. Speed breakers, if you talk, speed breakers are commonly used to reduce speeds. So main objective of the speed breaker is reduce speed. However, the design and type of the speed breakers is critical. Speed breakers reduce the speed and result in an efficient traffic flow. The advantages of speed breakers is that they can be easily placed at identified locations. The degree of the effect depends upon the profile, height, gradient, length, and the material what we use for construct the speed breakers. The humps as a speed reducing devices work on the basis of the slight inconvenience in the form of a jerk and vertical acceleration caused to the driver. The driver understand that the greater the speed and higher the inconvenience, thus the general tendency to slow down. So it causes inconvenience for the driver. So obviously you will reduce the speed, although it is definite that the hump contribute in speed reduction. In IIT Madras also they constructed the different sizes with cord length. The speed breakers were designed, and finally they decided the cord length should be well enough for a smooth circular curve speed breakers, which gives a very smooth jerk to the very less inconvenience for the road users. So there are different type of road humps are there based on the shape: circular humps, trapezoidal hump, sinusoidal hump. Based on the requirement that this can be used. So for construction of speed hump, the chord length can vary from 3 to 9.5 meter. The chord length is nothing but the total length of the speed breaker. If you want a very smooth curve, you can use the chord length up to 9.5 meter. In all cases, the height shall be 1 meter on 10 millimeter only. That is 100 millimeter only. That is 10 centimeter only. So beyond 10 centimeter will cause damage to the vehicle. Okay, so that as per IRC, it should not exceed 100 millimeter at any cost. That care should be must be taken. Next, the raised rumble strips also can be used effectively. The thermoplastic paints or mastic sheets can be used with the installation across the carriageway, or deliberately you can reduce the speeds at especially at work zones, which gives a vibrating effect to the vehicle, so the driver get alert and reduce speeds. The raised rumble strips are used on the edge or in the center line of the roadway to warn driver of the risk of leaving the lane or crossing into opposite traffic. They are usually made of preformed strips which are adhered to the roads with the paste. These strips are effective in reducing the accidents, number of crashes. It's well proven in India. So nowadays, in major roads like national highways, expressways, where You no need to give much reduction of speed. The speed is the main criteria where they are using this kind of rumble strips. And in foreign countries, if you see, the rumble strips are used in the side of the road when the during night time, especially at curves, the vehicle should not go out of curve. In such cases, this gives a vibrating effect. So the driver get alert even if he sleeps. He will come to know that the vehicle is going out of control. So for that also the rumble strips are used on the side, the edge of the roads. And especially if you see, for example, in India, widely the circular humps are used. The profile of a circular shaped hump is based on the shape of a circular arc with a radius varying from 11 to 113 meter. You see, so the 113 meter is a very smooth curve with a chord length varying from 9.3 to 9.5 meter. Achieve a desired speed 20 km/h to 50. So if you have very high speed, you need to achieve that is a 50. You should not reduce speed below 50. Then you can go with a very smooth arc with radius 113 meter with a chord length of 9.5 meter. So again, in circular humps also, the total height of the hump should not exceed 10 centimeter. That is the only thing the traffic engineer must know. Thank you.